Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Hello, Mr. Kellogg.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Court is calling 2025 CR 001-641, State versus James Edward Kellogg. Can I have parties announced?
Sean Sheffield for defense, Your Honor. We're ready.
And are you Mr. Kellogg?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same James Edward Kellogg who was placed on community supervision in 2025 CR 001-641 for the offense of evading arrest, detention with a previous conviction on April 17, 2025 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, James Edward Kellogg, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Not true. Not true.
Not true?
True. True. Sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, that's okay. So you can either plead true or not true. If you plead not true, because we're set for a contested hearing today, we will go forward. If you plead true, then that means that you're saying, yes, the allegation in the motion, I admit that I did not report. Do you understand?
Yes.
Then state if you'll reread the violation for the record.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, James Edward Kellogg, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2025 in violation of condition number.
How do you plead to that?
True.
State?
State will waive and abandon the remaining violations.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The proposed agreement is to grant state's motion and sentence to 16 months in the state jail facility, and then state will also take into consideration cause number 2025 CR 01093 and 2025 CR 01093.
All right, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? 2021?
I'm sorry, 2025 CR 01093
Yes.
2025 CR 01039.
All right. Oh, that's okay. That's what the court reported. All right, counsel, is there a reason I should not sentence him to 2 years?
Judge, we're just asking the court to follow that recommendation. We understand the court does not have to, but we're just asking to give him an opportunity, Your Honor. He is just asking for that opportunity.
All right, what have you done since you've been on probation? You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Edward Kellogg.
All right, what have you done since you've been on probation? Other than, because they're taking some cases into consideration. Were these cases alleged to have been committed after he was placed on probation?
After, yes, Your Honor. However, I will let the court know that we were going to fight them if we needed to, Your Honor.
Okay. So what have you done?
To be honest, when I got the probation a few months back when they gave it to me, they had an address for Austin, Texas, Cesar Chavez in Austin, Texas, which was a half of outside of that in 1995. They asked me for an address. I was only the person that I would get mailing instructions.
So you didn't pick up the phone and call anybody? Why not?
The question that waiting for mail instructions, I gave him the address here.
You mentioned halfway house. Have you been on parole before?
Yes,
So you know how it works.
yes,
And you know you're supposed to reach out and contact people. And you know that if they don't have the address that they have is the last address that perhaps you've given them, right?
Yes, and that wouldn't be the address they had on it.
Well, didn't a probation officer go over conditions with you?
Yes,
And you're telling me they didn't ask for your address?
they did. And I
And-
gave them my address here that I've been on parole, and I was under the impression that they were going to give me reporting instructions when they prove that happens.
He felt that they had the new address, but they, I guess they did not. So there was issues there, Judge.
So I did give them a new address though before I left school.
All right. So what, are you saying that they never contacted you?
I was under the impression that they would give me mailing, I would give reporting instructions to the mail.
He's telling the court he is at fault. He
Yeah.
should have checked in,
Yes, sure.
but he didn't. And that's the reason why he didn't. But he understands he should have.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, see, what the reason why I'm asking these questions, because it appears to the court that you're saying you didn't know you had to report, or you didn't know where you had to report. And normally what ends up happening when people are on probation, they're giving their instructions of where to report. So did they tell you where to report, or did they not tell you where to report?
They told me they were, I'm
And
just,
did you not? So they told you to report. Did they tell you where to report?
I was confused on how I was gonna get the reporting instructions. Am I guilty of not reporting May and June? Yes, I am.
No. Here's my question. Did they tell you where to report? That's either yes or no.
Yes, because I know where to report. I live
All right,
right
so-
down the street from
All right. So they told you where to report, and you say it's down the street from you,
their fault.
and you still didn't report. All right. So I'm just trying to clear up.
And Judge, that's as I stated, he's taking responsibility for that. He's telling the court he was, should have done more.
All right. Probation, anything else?
Okay.
All right. The court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to sentence you to 20 months in the state jail facility. Take in consideration 2025 CR 010938, 2025 CR 010939, and give you credit for any time served. Did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own. Oh, I'm sorry. And there's also no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you will need to speak to an attorney. Mr. Kellogg, I see that I had ordered for you sober support meetings. Is there still an alcohol or drug issue with you? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to request for you the therapeutic community.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't have any jurisdiction to force you into the program. I have them place you in the program, but they're going to see in the judgment that I recommend therapeutic community for you. Even though that's in the judgment, you're still going to have to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, they definitely will not consider you. Do you understand?
Yes, that's when I get to state jail, I ask.
For the therapeutic community and let them know you need it. And once you're released from custody after you serve your sentence, if you can't find a transition home or a place that can help you maintain your sobriety, if I'm still here, you come back here and I'll make sure to get you some help, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck to you, okay?
Thanks,
You're
Judge.
welcome. Thank you. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 009618, State versus Brandon Lynn Banks. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Matt Stolhansky for Mr. Banks.
And are you Mr. Banks?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Brandon Lynn Banks who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 009618 for the offense of evading arrest, detention with previous conviction on April 8, 2025 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Lynn Banks did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of June and July 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It's true.
State will waive the remaining.
Any objection?
No, ma'am.
And then, Your Honor, state would pass, or I guess the agreement between.
Oh, just 1 second. All right, no problem. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And let me see if there's no fine. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, the proposed agreement is to deny state's motion, continue on probation, alter and amend to include bi-weekly reporting, IO, and mixed supervision.
All right, so I have some questions. So, and correct him if I'm wrong. Since he was placed on probation in April 2025, you didn't see him in June and July. I'm making an assumption that he really hasn't reported except for maybe in May.
Did you reported in May?
I reported one time and then, I just lost track and didn't have a ride. I ain't gonna make no excuse. I just didn't go.
All right, Ms. Abrams,
Yes, Judge. The last office visit was May 15, 2025.
I just don't think you're a good candidate. I mean, why was he not reporting what was going on?
Your Honor, he's on Halidon. He's on some pretty heavy mental health drugs. He didn't get his treatment. I think he takes a shot every 6 months,
Yes, sir.
and he didn't get the next one, and he kind of just went off the rails. I've met with his wife. She's assured me she can, she can get him back on and make this go right, especially if he's got to report twice a week and on these other extra supervisionary, is that a word?
Okay, you know what? A word was not a word till somebody created it, so we'll go with it.
With these extra supervisory things that he's got, I think we can get him going down the road in the right direction.
Probation, what do you recommend?
Judge, that's the recommendation that the state represented to the court is what's on the court summary.
All right. I'm going to give you a choice. These are the only 2 choices you have. There are no other choices. Number 1, I can revoke you and I will sentence you to 180 days at the state jail facility. You get credit for any time you served. Number 2, I'll continue you, but this probation is not going to be easy. Probation, he's going to need a MIC evaluation.
The tax evaluation was already done and the MIC evaluation was already completed. I believe those were done before he was released.
Okay.
And so the TAP recommendation is for intensive outpatient treatment with PUAs and sober support meetings and mental health evaluation and made for his record.
All right. So those are your 2 choices. I can continue you, or either I will revoke you and sentence you to 180 days in the Bear County Jail. If it were legally possible for me to offer him a 1244, I would, but
Yes, ma'am.
I prefer to go on probation and maybe that can help me straighten out my stuff and keep me in line and get me going in the right direction, man.
okay. So tell me where have you been? What have you been doing?
And then really, I've just been sitting really at my mom's, back and forth to my mom's, and just trying to pull stuff together and get medication, I guess. But that's preferably why I want to stay on the probation, so I can go to get my mental health and get my medication, and me and my wife, we finally got a place to live. And
Just 1 second. So states, you can be excused. I'm not going to place him under oath because I'm just trying to figure out what he needs.
yes, ma'am,
All right,
I
so-
appreciate that.
So what's going on with you and your wife?
No, it's good. It just, we were struggling out there. You know what I'm saying? And then now we finally found a place to stay. And I think that probation No, preferably, yeah, I usually would take the 180 days, but that probably wouldn't help me in the end. So I really want the help in the end, man.
All right, so are you living with your wife or are you living with your mom?
No, I'm living with my wife. Me and my wife live with my brother and well, I guess you say common law wife.
Is there just too many people in that household
Well,
though?
no, it's actually just them two and us two, but now
No children?
no children. My children are with their mom and their grandmothers.
All right. So what are we doing with your mental health? How have you been doing with that since you haven't been reporting? What's been going with that?
Well, I mean, I can't. I don't know. I really can't give. I say I'm good. I mean,
But I mean, have you been taking your shots or no?
well, no, I mean, I haven't. I ain't had one in probably about 8 months, 9 months.
So have they been giving you anything at the jail?
No, man. I mean, they asked to see me, and I told them, man, I was good because I mean, I figured I'd be done in Monday, and I probably wouldn't even get it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I go right over here to that's right here, this little office over here,
Mhm.
and I mean, the medication it really kind of pushes me off. Maybe I need something a little bit mellower or something. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing with the regards to the medications. Nobody will know if there's an issue with medications if you're not taking them
Yes,
and if
ma'am.
you don't tell them.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that, ma'am.
All right, so where you're staying, I can tell you, I require that probation complete field visits, so they're gonna be field visits.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so, and probation, there's not a need for an extension, is there?
No.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will deny alternate amend conditions to include bi-weekly reporting for 2 months. And let me explain to you why I'm doing that. I'm doing that so that you can get on track with your medications. It'll take him about 30 days, they tell me, for it to get in his system. And then 30 days thereafter to make sure you're on track with that. I'm going to ask for field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And we'll do the mid caseload. And probation, do you want to do the intensive outpatient treatment? All right, and intensive outpatient treatment with probation. Is there anything else?
No, sir.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
Oh, ma'am.
All right. And I'm going to say no residing in households with minors. Now, let me just tell you, that may change, but you're going to have to show me something by being consistent and on your medication.
Yes, ma'am.
And the people who live in that household, you need to let them know that probation is going to be doing visits and they're going to have to allow them in.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off record. Here's the thing. Mental health, it's dicey in the sense that if you don't let anybody know what's going on with you, they're not going to know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't follow your medical regimen in the medications, you're going to fall off, right?
Yes, ma'am. I own that all the way on that.
All right, and if there's some sort of side effects or anything, you got to let somebody know.
Yes, ma'am.
Speak to probation, stay in communication with them. If you feel they're not addressing your issues, you can always come back to the court and address them with me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else you need?
No, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you for the condolences.
Sure. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000933, State versus Abel Hernandez Jr. Could I have parties announced?
Ashley Jones for the state.
Charles Bunk for Mr. Hernandez Jr.
And are you Abel Hernandez Jr.?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
I did. We did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Counsel, are there any applications?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are not, Your Honor. The state is going to proceed on count 6 and waive the remaining counts.
No objections.
All right. So counts 1 through 5. And 7 are waived without objection.
Correct.
Yes, Your
Mr. Hernandez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with sexual assault of a child. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He absolutely does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the
I
offense?
certainly do.
Mr. Hernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported and denied naturalization. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 6. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. There are no applications. There's another case that will be taken in consideration. That's a juvenile case.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's an affirmative finding of family violence, Chapter 62 registration, and no contact with the complainant. Do you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions? Then to count 6, how do you plead?
No contest.
State any evidence?
State Roberts States Exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. So why should I accept this plea?
Your Honor, we have discussed this plea, not only with the victim, but with the victim's family, and this is what they would like to do.
All right. And then are we proceeding with sentencing?
We're ready to proceed, Judge. The only thing we'd ask is he's been in jail for a year. We'd ask that you'd consider waiving the fine.
All right. So the cost that's being taken in consideration, does anyone have any type of number? Because when that goes in the system, it's not really going to be in the system.
Yes, Your Honor, I do not have the cause number, but we want it memorialized on our plea paperwork. That is both parties' intentions.
All right. So if y'all will make sure that the other parties take care of that. How old are you?
21.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
understand a little bit more now. All right, there's going to be a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. The court will sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration the juvenile case. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's Chapter 62 registration. That's a lifetime registration. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's to be no contact with the complainant. There's to be no residing in households with minors. And no contact with minors. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. And also, it's because it's an affirmative finding of family violence as well. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. You're young, but there's still no excuse for this. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So when you go to prison, you had better try to internalize what you've done and better yourself from that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. My understanding there's victim impact. So what will happen is people will address you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Good morning. All right. The court is calling 2025 CR 001789 State versus Diego Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Guillermo Lara for Mr. Chavez, Your Honor, we're ready.
And are you Mr. Chavez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You entered a plea of guilty on September 8th. PSI and TAP evaluation was completed. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Chavez earlier today, and I did discuss some of the recommendations that were made by probation, specifically the fact that they want Mr. Chavez to have some type of outpatient treatment with his insurance company right now that he has. He has a very good job working for Tesla, well, as a subcontractor for Tesla. And that opportunity would give him the opportunity to show the court that not only could he comply with those conditions that probation is asking of him, he also recognized, and I did discuss with him, the DWI issue and the alcohol issue. He did speak to me candidly and say, I didn't think that I had a problem, but as far as the recommendation for probation, he sees how they could come to the court and suggest, look, if at the time of the incident, you had alcohol in your system, not only did you have alcohol in your system, you have a previous DWI, that is also something that would indicate that a DWI program potentially could be helpful for Mr. Chavez in succeeding on this deferred adjudication. And we would ask this court to consider that Mr. Chavez is willing not only to do the recommendations suggested by probation, but he's asking this court to give him an opportunity to continue with his work because, again, he has 3 children. He is behind on his child support, Your Honor. From the PSR, I did ask him, and he did verify that he is behind that $6,000 on his child support. He did indicate that now that he has this job and he's working full time, that gives him an opportunity to not only chip away at that amount, but also to give a little bit more to that child support amount that he's paying for his child. We asked this court to consider the fact that he does not have any prior felony convictions, Your Honor, and we would ask this court to follow the agreement with the prosecutor in this case, Your Honor, for deferred adjudication.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Diego Chavez.
All right. So what did you do wrong?
I had a firearm when I should have not had it with me at the time, and I believe that I'm not a bad person, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove that I deserve a second chance and that I am a good person.
But no. You're saying you had a gun and you should not have had a gun because in the PSI report, the complainant is stating that you're not taking any account of your actions. So you're not here today because you had a gun, right?
Right.
So why are you here today?
I'm here today because I was stopped for, they had accused me of pointing a gun at, to,
Well, here's the thing. Let me stop you right there. You entered a plea of guilty. So your attorney will tell you, and I've been a defense attorney before, either you're falling on the sword or you're not. Now, your attorney has reviewed the PSI report. I'm assuming you've reviewed the PSI report. And let me just tell you, the complainant on page 4, did you read what the complainant said about you?
yes, ma'am.
So why are you here? Because the complainant says you had no remorse, zero remorse, and that you put several people's lives at risk, including a senior living facility that was nearby. So why are we here?
I'm here to, take action in anything I need to do. I believe that,
No, I mean, you're here to take action if I follow this agreement and place you on probation. But why would I even, let's start here. Why would I even put you on probation? Because it seems from what you're telling me, the police just came out of the blue, pulled you over, and they pulled you over and you had a weapon in your car. It seems to me, if that's the case, then maybe you should be in misdemeanor court, not in felony court. So there has to be something that has occurred for you to be in felony court, other than, because your attorney is saying you don't have any felonies. So other than you're just driving around with a weapon, because if you're just driving around with a weapon, then maybe, depending on the facts, maybe it's unlawfully carrying of a weapon, which is a misdemeanor, but you're here for a felony. So I'm trying to figure out mentally, why do you think you are here?
I believe, I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and, I wasn't trying to intend to hurt anyone in any kind of way. And just in the position that I was in, it makes me look like a bad person, but,
Here's the thing. People always say they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And honestly, when you think about it, if somebody is at, hypothetically, if somebody is at a fast food restaurant and somebody pulls a gun on them, they're not in the wrong place at the right time. They're there just trying to enjoy their life, and somebody comes in and pulls a weapon on them, right?
yes, ma'am.
So I have yet to think of a scenario in my head where people are at the wrong place at the wrong time, unless this is Star Trek and we're doing a time continuum. Otherwise, you were at this location according to what you stipulated to. There was a disagreement or something, and you put a gun on somebody. That's why we're here.
Yes, ma'am.
We're not here because you were driving around in a vehicle and you just had a weapon and that was it. We're here for that. Why is it so hard for you to say that?
I guess my wording, I shouldn't have took the action how I did, and,
And what action did you take that was an inappropriate action?
that I had a weapon on me that, I mean, in the situation that I was in, I felt that my life was in danger.
Oh, then maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe you should be at a jury trial and you should be arguing self-defense. See, here's the problem. You have pled guilty to this offense.
Yes, ma'am.
When you plead guilty to something, you are saying, yes, I did it. Now, sometimes it's not a guilty verdict. It's you're at a jury trial. You're saying, yes, I did it, but let me give you my self-defense issue, or let me give you my justification. I did it, but this is why I shouldn't be punished for it, because legally I had a right to do what I did. So this is what we're going to do.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to come back, and counsel, you can appear by Zoom. We're going to come back at 1:30, and you need to think about this, because what I'm telling you is, according to the PSI report, the complainant is saying you shown zero remorse. And right now it appears to the court, and I may be wrong, sometimes people get very nervous. It appears to the court that you're not accepting any responsibility for anything, even though you've pled guilty to it. And once you pled guilty, what I can tell you, you all have an agreement that you receive a form of probation. You know, either I'll follow it or I won't follow it. So now is not the time to hedge your bets. right? You've gone past the point of jury trial. Now, what I can tell you, if I don't follow this, then the fact that you entered a plea, it can't be used against you. Okay? All right, so I'll see y'all back at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Savage, when you're set on the docket, you're set on the docket.
They took my walker. I can't walk without risking paralyzing myself if I fall. And I hit my head wrong. I have pre-floating vertebrae in my neck. They took my walker 2 weeks ago after an incident with the guard. And the guard lied. And now I got new charges.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm not here to discuss your other cases, but when the court orders you to appear, you have to appear. And if there's an issue with you being in a walker or being in a wheelchair, just let them know that you need a wheelchair. But when I order you to appear, you have to appear, okay?
They tell them that.
Okay.
If I had the walker, I'd home.
Mhm.
They will give it to me.
All right,
If I may, Judge.
yes.
We had a plea worked out. You will recall, he sat back here last time when we were in court. We had a plea bargain resolved. The incident with the walker, I'm not sure what happened, but that has caused for a new case to be filed. The state is getting discovery and hopefully some videos of that I believe is going to clear up the new case.
Okay.
So I know the court has a plea deadline, and if you don't accept the plea, I'm hopeful that perhaps we can extend his plea deadline so I can get the discovery from the new case. And if it is what I hope it is, we still want to enter our plea and get this matter resolved. We certainly don't anticipate needing a trial. I'm hopeful that the new discovery is going to exonerate him, and we're going to go back to the plea we had set for today, or for whatever day we were supposed to be here.
So
So as soon as they're able to get this discovery,
Sent an email for it yesterday.
okay, and
we'll
are
come-
you
we'll
on,
come right back and plea.
and are you on the new case as well?
Yes, I am.
All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to set this. Norma, set it for the last week that we're here in November.
Okay,
And then if you want him brought over sooner, he can be brought over.
absolutely.
All right, what date?
I can do the 18th.
That's perfect.
All right, so here's my question. And I don't like to be involved in agreement.
Yes.
But, excuse me, there's no need to rub on him. Separate. All right. So is it potentially a plea with applications or no applications?
There would be a plea that was a reduction to a misdemeanor that would.
So no applications. And the reason why I asked,
No application. No, it's
All right.
just it'll
and
be a judgment satisfied on a misdemeanor.
the reason why I asked, because if there's no applications, then we won't need to bring him over. You all can
We could
do
do it by
it by
Zoom.
Zoom.
Correct.
All right, so Norma, if this case is going to resolve itself on November 18th, then we can have him by Zoom. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
So if your case is going to be resolved, we'll just have you by Zoom. That way you won't have to come over. They will set you up at the jail
Yes, I have to
and
take-
there'll be paperwork for you to sign over there, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, how can the medical staff there is abusing their authority? How can I get my walker back?
You'll have to talk to the deputies there. I will tell you, I really don't have any jurisdiction over walkers or anything. They may deem that the walker is some sort of, can be used as a weapon.
Well, they're of course they say
Yeah.
that, but I think, like, last time I went to TDC wouldn't accept me because I'm wheelchair transport only.
Mhm.
I'm supposed to be in a wheelchair, but the jail keeps taking my wheelchair and giving me a walker, which causes me more pain.
All right, so what we can do is, we'll make sure that they know that you need a wheelchair. And since they've already told you they're not gonna let you have a walker, and I'm not in charge of security over there, so I don't know the reason, but I will do what I can as far, if there's no objection,
None.
to see that you have access to a wheelchair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. But we'll be excused.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'll be in touch.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Joan. Okay. Your attorney was here this morning before docket.
Yes,
He's
I have.
currently in jury trial.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Let's recall this for the last week in November or the week before our last week. All right, so we're gonna have you back here November 18th. Are you employed?
Yes,
What is your work schedule?
I work, I dog breed, so I was actually, right now, I have a litter, I had to go feed them, but that's what I do for a living, I'll be breeding
All
dogs.
right, just out of curiosity, because people will say they do things. What type of certification do you have in dog breeding? Have you taken any classes, or you just like, this is what I'm doing?
No, I've been doing it for a few years,
So have you taken any classes, or you just like, this is what I'm doing?
no, I had to, I need to get my LLC for it, I hadn't.
No.
For-
An LLC is saying this is a business.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
But my question is, have you had any type of certification in it, or you just said, you know what, this is a business, I'm doing it?
I guess just the people from when I started buying the dogs, I just learned from them.
Well, might I suggest you watch some documentaries on breeding,
Okay,
right? And might I suggest that you perhaps go to the Humane Society? Because anytime you're working with animals, and I don't put human beings in the same category as
Yes.
animals, however, it takes patience
yes,
and it takes science.
yes,
So that's my suggestion to you, all right?
okay.
So just sign the reset.
You can there's a class for that though?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Let me just tell you, there's a class for everything.
Okay,
If people will use Google and use technology other than just taking pictures of food and to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
look at me, I'm on vacation.
yes, ma'am,
So you can find anything.
yes.
All right.
Yes, ma'am,
But the key is, if you are doing that, it needs to be done humanely.
yeah,
It shouldn't be seen as though this is a conveyor belt,
yeah.
because animals.
I mean, I don't like, I only breed the dog, like the girl dogs once, I'm not like,
Okay.
some people overly do it, and it's like, it's
'Cause
not right.
because here's my thing.
There's like,
They're living, breathing entities, right?
exactly.
They have feelings.
And then like me, I've had one for at least 6, 7 years, and she was my baby. I only bred her once, and after that, I never bred her again.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I do, and I have no friends with bulldogs, so they're popular. Everybody likes those.
And you know what I've seen on documentaries? People will say, "Oh, I like them with the stubby tails," and so then they clip tails. I'm like,
No,
"Why are you doing it?"
I don't do none of
Clipping
that.
ears.
No,
And
clip.
if you look historically, the bulldog, that's not the way a bulldog
No,
is supposed to look.
Or
That's why
the
they
ones
can't
you're
breed.
talking about with the clip ears are the bullies.
Yeah.
They're like the pit bulls.
But even the what they call the English bulldog,
Yes.
that's not the way it's supposed to look. That dog can barely breathe and walk because
Yeah.
people are breathing in a certain way. And
They're inbreeding.
yes,
They're all kind of, I don't do that. I just make sure they're a full bred Frenchie and another full bred Frenchie. Yeah, I don't like that either. I'm against that. I'm like, it's
okay. Well, I mean, do your research and see if there are classes for you to take.
okay.
All right. So once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let me see here. All right. Today is plea deadline day.
And Judge, we are not going to take the state's plea offer, so that's why I
Okay.
indicated we'll probably reset that for a while.
All right. State.
Judge, you just stepped outside just for a moment.
You can hang out.
All right. All right. All right. Who's next?
Next, we have, page 2, first one down, Doreen Goulet.
Dorian Camarillo.
Yeah, right. All right, ladies.
All right. On this case, the state tendered an offer.
They tendered an offer, Judge.
All right, then. So you all will be back on December 3rd for your plea deadline date.
We did on those.
Mhm.
Judge, this is a capital case, Judge.
No, I understand that. So if you all don't reach an agreement, then we can do our trial schedule. You can file whatever motions you want to file. But
Excuse me,
yes,
Judge, I just conferred with the state. We've received 95% of the discovery. There's one item that I'm not able to open. It's referencing anything related to Apple products.
Mhm.
So we're trying to hammer that out to see how we can get it.
So I gave it to her. She's just having trouble accessing it. So I told her during the week of Thanksgiving, we don't have a lot going on. If she wanted to come over, we could try to
Figure it out.
figure out why hers isn't, it's not opening for her. But that's all I know on that stuff.
all right. So y'all need to come back on November 17th and figure out why it isn't open and it needs to be open. And then you're going to be set for a plea deadline date in December. All right. So Norma, recall this for November 17th. Thank you.
All right. Somebody take a deep breath, Judge. So come.
I know. Well, you know,
Been a
because
dramatic-
this is,
Dramatic weekend, but we got robbed on Saturday.
but there's a lot of robberies going on. But I don't know why your information is not opening because the co-defendants, they were able to open theirs.
I don't think it's conspiracy, Judge. I just hope we'll get to the bottom.
Is it a COE conspiracy?
We'll try to resolve the situation.
Because I wanted to give them a plea deadline date for the end of December. They're like, could we do December 3rd? So you all should have came up before them.
Okay, all right.
All right, see you back on the 17th.
17th.
Yes,
of
thank you.
November.
Yes. Court is calling 2024 CR 2985. State versus Daniel Ramos Balderas. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Lauren Espinoza.
Defense?
No, I get for the defendant.
And are you Daniel Ramos Balderas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Daniel Ramos Balderas who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 2985 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on June 24, 2024 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state. No problem. Oh, do you want to use mine?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 23rd day of August 2025 in Kendall County, Texas, the defendant Daniel Ramos Balderas committed the offense of evading arrest in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, my client's requesting a reset. To move forward.
I'm sorry, what?
We weren't expected to move forward. We were requesting a reset today.
No, I mean, we are moving forward. So does he plead true or not true?
Not true.
All right, how do you plead true or not true?
Not true.
All right, read the next. Are you going on,
There is another condition number 1.
yes.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 23rd day of August 2025 in Kendall County, Texas, the defendant Daniel Ramos Balderas committed the offense of evading arrest in condition.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
And then we'll waive the rest.
All right, do you object to the waiver of the other violations? All right, so I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to speak up so I can hear.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And state these are the only 2 violations that you're proceeding on?
Yes, Judge, I spoken with the prosecutors out of county and they were those 2. So if you were to proceed with the full on hearing to do those.
Okay, all right. And when will you all be ready for the contested?
Your Honor, I would defer to Mr. Daggett. Our witnesses will be coming from about 2 hours a day, so whenever this fit for this.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. This council, this will be reset in 10 days for a contested hearing.
Yes, sir.
What date?
You do.
All right, November 13th, there will be a contested hearing. You will be brought over. Do you understand? Any other questions, council?
No,
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Have a seat, sir.